All right, picture this. Close your eyes and let your imagination wander back thousands of years. The ancient land of Israel shimmers under the relentless desert sun. The air is thick with tension and uncertainty. The great prophet, Elijah, the miracle worker everyone relied on, is gone. In his place stands his apprentice, Elisha, a man with big shoes to fill and a nation watching his every move. The people are desperate, clinging to hope, wondering if Elisha can truly step up and lead them through their troubles. One day, Elisha finds himself at the ancient city of Jericho. The townsfolk rush to him, panic and fear etched on their faces. Their water source, the very spring that gives life to their city, has turned toxic. Crops are withering, children are falling ill, and the land itself seems cursed. The people plead with Elisha, desperate for a solution, their voices trembling with anxiety. Elisha listens, then does something unexpected. He asks for a simple bowl of salt, just ordinary salt, nothing fancy. With calm confidence, he walks to the spring and tosses the salt into the water. Then he declares, "This is what the Lord says, I have healed this water. Never again will it cause death or make the land unproductive." The crowd holds its breath, watching and waiting. And just like that, the impossible happens. Clean, fresh water gushes forth from the spring, sparkling in the sunlight. The city is saved. Crops can grow again. Children can drink safely, and hope returns to Jericho. Miracle number one, check. Elisha's reputation as a miracle worker is just beginning. But Elisha's miracles don't stop there. Fast forward a bit, his journey takes him from town to town, each place with its own struggles and stories. Elisha becomes a beacon of hope, a living reminder that the divine is still at work among the people. In one village, a widow faces heartbreak. Her husband has died, leaving her with nothing but debt. Now creditors threaten to take her 2 sons as slaves. All she has left is a tiny jar of oil, barely enough for a meal. Elisha tells her, "Go, borrow as many empty jars as you can from your neighbors. Don't hold back, trust me." The widow and her sons gather jars from every house they can. Then, in her small home, she begins to pour her little oil. To her amazement, the oil keeps flowing, filling jar after jar, never running out until every single vessel is brimming. The family stares in awe, overwhelmed by the abundance. She sells the oil at the market, pays off her debts, and saves her sons from slavery. Her family is restored and her faith is renewed. Elisha's miracle has turned despair into joy and scarcity into plenty. Can you imagine that relief? The weight of fear and worry suddenly lifted, replaced by gratitude and hope for the future. Elisha's miracles weren't just about grand gestures, they touched everyday life. He cared about the struggles of ordinary people, whether it was a city in crisis or a family on the brink. Now here's my favorite. Elisha is traveling with a group of young men by the Jordan River. They're chopping wood for a new meeting place when suddenly, splash! An iron axe head flies off the handle and sinks into the river. This isn't just a lost tool, it's a borrowed one, and iron is rare and valuable. Losing it could mean shame, debt, or worse. Elisha doesn't panic. He asks where the axe fell, then tosses a stick into the water at that spot. Miraculously, the heavy iron axe head floats to the surface, defying the laws of nature. The young men retrieve it, their faces lit with amazement and relief. Iron doesn't float, but with God's power, even the impossible becomes possible. Elisha's miracles remind everyone that nothing is too small or too big for divine intervention. But Elisha isn't just about flashy miracles. He's a prophet who brings comfort, guidance, and hope. He helps people see that God cares about every detail, about cities, about families, even about lost tools and daily struggles. Each miracle is a message. God sees us, God cares, and God acts, even when hope seems lost, and even when we feel invisible or forgotten. So, next time you're reading through the Old Testament, remember Elisha. His story isn't just ancient history, it's a living reminder that sometimes the most astonishing miracles come when we least expect them, and that faith can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into Bible stories like this, stick around for more. There's always another miracle waiting to be discovered.